Well, it's a pretty cloudy day. Not supposed to rain though. That's good, because we got all kinds of stuff going on. Look at this. We got a part that came in for the beastest. Getting ready to get her fixed up. Getting ready to work on the rocket masses. We got a messy bench, gotta clean that up. We got broken glass in the back of the Toyota we gotta fix. In case it rains, we got ourselves a canopy. We got Nomi Danny grabbing chains. Oh my goodness. We better see what the heck's going on. Yep, working on the beast. We got reinforcements that come in. Say hi, Seth.
Yay.
He's busy. But we're in here trying to get her done. But that's not what this movie's about. We're working on a rocket mass. Not gonna do it. Nice try though. Well, we're gonna let them have at it. We got other stuff to do.
Hello!
Stranger danger! Stranger danger! Anyway, we got stuff to do. Well, what do we gotta do? Well, for one, we gotta get a hole in the side of this for that. Get it right in there. And then we gotta put this inside a hill. And then we gotta mix some of that right there with some clay that we got some well. And fill this thing up. That's right, we are back for part 3 of the double barrel rocket stove build. You ready? Let's go. Alrighty, nomenclatures, before we get too carried away putting our burn chamber in here and our chimney and stuff in here, and there's one thing we gotta do. Let's real quick look at the plan. Well, if you're with us on our first episode, part 1, you saw us build our burn chamber out of the bricks, which is located right here. In our second episode, we made stuff called water glass, which is a super high temperature adhesive that we're going to be using for binding together our insulation and stuff in our chimney so it works properly. Gets them 3 T's of burning efficiency going. What are the 3 T's of burning efficiency? Well, time, temperature, and turbulence. Want to learn more about that? Better check out episode 1 and episode 2. Again, link in the bottoms. This time, we're going to be putting our burn chamber inside those barrels, insulating around it really good. But before we get that far, if you notice over here where our gases exit this contraption we're building, we're going to have to put a hole in it. So that's the first things first, before we do anything else. So let's get to it. How about it, huh? Are you ready? Let's go. So what we got to do is we got to make sure after all them gases get up here in the barrel, which is on this side, that they're able to get out of here. We want them to get out of here down low. And what we need to put in here is an elbow. Down low, elbow.
Down low, elbow, 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 down low.
Oh, sorry. Where were we? Yeah. Down low. An elbow. Basically, the chimney's going to be coming up here. And we want gases to exit out our barrel down low. So we got to put an elbow in here, a little bit of an extender up there. That means we got to cut a hole in the side of our barrel. So that's next. GoPro down. Alright, we got our hole in here. And yeah, let's see if this you know what? A little bit of trimming, and that's gonna fit in there just fine. Alright, what Seth's doing here is he's taking that removable lid from that one barrel we're going to be using for the top, and he's cutting it out so all that thin steel is out of there, and we're going to be putting that thick steel plate that's underneath it in there instead. All we really need out of this lid is that outside 2 inches or so we can put a gasket in there, keep our gases in. Ended up switching over to a jigsaw with a metal blade. It was going a little bit faster. A little jumpy, but faster. Alright, we got our lid cut out to the roundy round part. Now we got to cut this thicker steel out to the roundy round. That's going to fit inside there, just inside. Got this ring, and you know what, Seth, I'm thinking, what if we measure the ring on this first, put it around there, that's the size you want it?
Yeah.
There you go.
You have a clamp?
A clamp, or how about a screw? Yeah, there's a self-tapper screw over here. A couple of them. Maybe. Yep. The screw gun is where, I don't know. Over there, maybe. We basically just made it right roundy round for a template. And if he doesn't drop all the screws all over the place.
Yeah, no shit.
We're just gonna take that. Bring it over here. Mark it out.
I actually mark it out on the inside just to make sure.
Yeah, see, I want trying to keep it round.
Let's flip it around that way. There you go. That'll keep it round. You're a fart smeller. No matter what they say. Yeah, do the inside. It's a little smaller. Safer that way. Alright, we'll get that all marked out. Get ready to cut it out. Yes, it is possible to cut a curve with a flat grinding disc. All you gotta do is take your time. And it's hard to notice here, but Seth's tipping the grinder just a tiny bit in towards the center. And yeah, making it look easy. Getting her done. Good job.
Thanks.
Alright, let's see what we got going on there. Seth did an amazing job cutting out that circle. We're going to test for it here in just a second. But anyway, this is sort of the situation we got going on here. Yeah, half of our firebox fell apart. But that's okay. We get it back in there, we get everything around here. It'll be secure. It actually helped getting it in here. All them extra bricks off of there made it about half as heavy. But anyway, here's our problem, nomies. Not our problem, our situation. Our chimney is towards the front, which is okay, but that's a little bit tight in there for cleaning out later and stuff like that. And I'm not sure I can get this to go back. Oh, real quick. This is our inside diameter of our chimney. This is our outside diameter of our chimney. This is the one we got to worry about for clearance. Clarence, because we need to remain with our 8 inches. And that's pretty darn close. And then, I don't know if you can see that in there or not. Maybe I'll get you close up. But that's all the way up to the rib. So, I'm contemplating. They do make round to rectangle for coming through floors for vents for your heating systems, which, if it works out right and comes in enough and wide enough, that might work.
Or, I'm thinking.
I've taken this elbow out of here. As long as I keep the same volume, it does not have to be perfectly round. What I can do is I can put an Archie-Madoo in here, take this out completely, and that gives me the ability to slide this all the way back and center it up. I'm leaning towards that. So, I gotta think about it. Contemplation. We'll figure it out. Stand by. Alright, that's what we got going on. We got about 2 inches there. So our chimney will be inside here, the insulated part. And that's our 8-inch duct. It's all the way to the back, which is fine. We get a bunch of insulation on there. Plus, this is going into a bench anyway, so you can always, insulate more out here going into your bench. But anyway, I'm thinking we're going to try this. If it doesn't work, well, we made the mistake, and then you know. And then we'll know. Actually, we'll know, then you'll know. We'll both know at the same time. Sorta, kinda. Anyway.
Alright, next thing's next.
We're gonna see if we can fit this roundy round. See how it fits in there. See if Seth really did a good job or not. Let's try it out. Get a good angle. Good angle. Stay there. Don't fall down. Ha! Looking good in the neighborhood. Let's check it out. It fits. Just enough clearance. And we'll put a gasket underneath there and we'll seal it off, and then that gives us a nice heavy duty cook type top. It won't be warping as bad as that real thin stuff. So perfect. Where did Seth go? Oh, he went for a wander. Good job, buddy. Alright, we got this all back together and in place. Might have to do a little bit of tweaking. I think we're gonna be alright. So it's getting a little late tonight to start packing this full of the insulation stuff, so we're going to move on to something else, because I think this is going to work. What do you guys think, huh?
Oh crap, I'm getting dizzy.
Alright, one thing we need to do is, now that we got this top set on here, we need to cut the bottom off, because that's got to slide right over top of this. So we're going to flip this over, and we're going to get Seth back on the grinder. Have him do his magic. Huh, buddy?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Alright, we're going to test fit our barrel here. See if it's going to work. Start getting metal shavings out of my crock. Alright, flip it over. There she goes. I do believe. Maybe not. No, not quite. We're gonna have to probably turn that up.
Yeah.
That's okay though. We can handle that. Take 2. that'll work. Put a screw in there. Set her down. Cool. Alright, I think that's a wrap for tonight. Alright, look at this, sunshine. Blue skies. It's gonna rain for 3 more days, but we got blue skies today, so that's okay. Anyway, what are we doing? Well, Seth's been working hard with the flappy disc, getting all the paint cleaned off of this, because this paint that's on here, it's not very high temp. Doesn't get real hot down here, but it gets hot enough that it's probably gonna burn that a little bit, so we need to get her off. And that's looking so cool. I may want to try and find some high temperature clear, because that's a pretty cool effect. We'll see.
And over here. What the heck we got going on?
Burning paint off and getting rid of some trash.
Yep. All at the same time.
Multitasking.
Yeah, this one we're going to light a fire in like we did with the pizza oven. A lot of the paint's already off of it, but I'm just going to burn the rest off. Makes for a better deal.
I'm scared.
Don't be scared.
See if she gets it.
Fire, da da da, will lead you to burn. Da da da. Fire. You hear that song before?
No.
Really? Seth knows the song. Fire. Da, da, da.
Oh yeah.
Alright, while we're waiting for our other barrel to burn off, I'm going to make some marks on here. That barrel's going to come down and it's going to set right on there. There ain't nothing to set on back here, so I want to put a screw or something in here for it to at least support some of the weight. So I got to get that measurement from there all the way back to there. How am I going to do it? Voila! Compass. Easy peasy. Lemon. Squeezy. There we go. Alright, so what I done did, put a screw in there. So when we put that other barrel on, it sets on that in the same place it sets on there. And it sets on there. And we'll be golden. Alright, it's a rainy day, but we got our canopy up, so we should be protected. We're going to start getting our insulation and stuff together for filling up this barrel around this burn tube. And yeah, keep this project moving. Rain ain't going to stop us. But let's go see what the other gnomies are up to while it's raining too. What are these gnomies up to? What you doing, guys?
Drying the fireweed.
Drying the fireweed flowers for making tea. We got our chamomile hanging up. Pineapple weed, we call it. Now we're doing some fireweed flowers. Alright, let's go out here and see what Seth has been up to. Alright. We're still hurry up and wait on this side. Actually, we got to fix the A-arm. Since we can't find one, it's unobtainium. And Seth has been working on our other issue that we found back here, which is a clank in our rear end. Let's see what he's been doing. So he's got this off, and it's clanking, so we got to dig into that rear end, see what's going on, and hopefully we can find parts for that. Problem is this thing, they don't make parts for it no more. They make some, not all. So it kind of sucks. We'll figure it out though. Alright, back at it for us. What are we up to? Alright, we got to make our insulative mixture that goes in the barrel here to insulate around our firebox. And that's different than our chimney that we made that water glass for. We'll be getting to that later. First, we got to fill this up. Now, I got a formula here. I can't remember it off the top of my head, but I'll stick it right here so you can see it. And it's pretty easy. Yeah, it's just basically water, some perlite, and some powdery type clay mixture to make it easy to mix in. And this happens to be a casting slip we got at our local pottery supplier here in town, and it's a low fire, 2,000 degrees, which is just fine for down in here. Oh, we're gonna need a wheelbarrow and something else to mixy-dix it up with, so let me get that stuff together, and yeah, we'll get at it, rain or shine. Oh, pardon the noise. If it gets too rainy and windy, we'll just do some voiceover. How's that? Alright, one thing I got noticed that I gotta do before we fill this up is we got some cracky doos for when I put this thing back together, so I got the fix for that. Right, y'all. Get that done, and we can fill this up. Well, before I get too carried away, I hear dinner's ready. Let's go see what's cooking. I hear it's salmon chowder. Yum! That's what it is. Looking good in the Nomi hood. Boy, this is looking good. Alaska salmon, corn, wild rice. We do eat good here in the Nomi hood. Alright, we got all this mixed up. I did end up changing the ratio, so I'll put the real formula here somewhere, and I won't put it where I was gonna put it, and I'll tell you that I put it here rather. You'll figure it out anyway. This stuff is mixed up. It's like a 4-to-1. You put enough water in there just to hold itself together is all, because the structure of the double barrel holds it all together anyway. So this is just a binder to hold that stuff a little bit together, so it's nice and solid.
Because you don't want this being all floppy. You want a little bit of solid in there.
What's next? Okay, I got to put this stuff in here, and I'll show you what I did. Is I stuck a piece of pip in me hole, because since we're not doing the elbow, I still want part of a circle of the pipe shape down here. So I'll put that in there, and we're going to fill up about 1/3 of the way to half of the way. We'll see when we get there. And then once that sets up a little bit, we'll pull this out, put our arch in there, and pack the rest of it in. All the way around. Nice and pretty. So let's get you set up and get her going. Ready? Can you see right there? Is that okay? All right. 1, 2, 3. Alright, there's our first lift, if that's what you want to call it. That's what the concrete guys call it, first lift, or asphalt guys, whatever. We got in a little bit over halfway up that pipe, and when that sets up and I pull this pipe out and I put the arch in here, I'm going to shave that off to my liking. That's why I let it go a little bit higher than I needed. So one batch got us this, well, not quite halfway full. We still got to put some in over there, so I'm thinking we've got enough perlite. I know we got enough clay, but we're just going to keep going, and we'll get back to you when we're filled up. How's that? Alright, we're getting her packed in here. We got a little bit left in there. We'll get this side filled up. We're going to keep it down a little bit from the top here because we need a cap on there that's a little bit stronger than this stuff. Durable, but over here it don't matter. But we're gonna have to let that set up for a little bit before we do that part anyway. So we'll finish up this side tonight. Got Seth shoveling it in. I'll be packing it in, because teamwork makes the dream work. Okay, Nomi Womalies, We got this filled up about as much as we can for right now. It's down from here a little bit. Like I said, we're going to put a cap on here, which is going to be clay, some sand, and a little bit of fiberglass to hold it together. That'll be a nice smooth cap for around the fire feed tube. And we got this filled in all the way up to here. And we've got our forms in here for our exhaust channel that goes down there and out there. And this is going to take quite a while to dry, because this is clay, and it's been so humid and rainy that it could be a week before this dries out enough. So we're going to leave it here, and next time when we get with you, we'll be working on the chimney, putting the barrel on, and firing it up. What do you think? Well, I hope you enjoyed part 3 of this project. One more part, and we'll be finishing this thing up. And yeah, we got new Nomies running around here for the next couple of weeks, so I'm running around trying to keep them busy, and they're enjoying themselves and getting stuff done around here, so it's good to have Nomies around. Down there in the comments, let them know you're happy to see them around here.
While you're there, go ahead and hit that like button.
And if you don't mind, there's a button right there. See that little Nomie guy right there? See that little Nomie guy right there? Smash his head right in the nose. Just hit it right in the nose. I dare you. Until next time. Never change things by fighting the existing reality. To change something, build a new model that makes the existing model obsolete. He's a Nomie, she's a Nomie, you're a Nomie. Wouldn't you like to be a Nomie?
Put your comment down on the bottom.
Click the subscribe down on the bottom. Click the like button
Down on the bottom.
or make a comment
down on the bottom.
Peace out.